Incidentally, Pippa Horn alongside myself, Pete Rogers. We will talk you through this first quarter-final of the day. And later on, 7 p.m. local time, 11 p.m. GMT, Raducanu will face Pegula. Winner of that one faces the winner of this one. Oh, that's some return. You can clearly see Eala expecting the cross-court return. You know, if you've seen Eala throughout the week, she's not afraid to get on the front foot to dictate the play. She's talked a lot about her biggest improvements coming in her physicality.
Yeah, she's also got that lefty advantage, doesn't she? Naturally generates those very wide angles and awkward spins.
Well, Bonger, number 2. Thank you.
We've been listening to the multiple interviews that Eala has given because, of course, she's had extra time with that walkover against Badosa. I have to say, she sounded so grounded. Spoken in a very honest manner, saying she's had opportunities in the past to play big names, but perhaps she wasn't quite ready. She's had to work incredibly hard to get the success.
And that's the shot that has been on fire for Swiatek so far in this tournament. She's already the player with the most backhand winners at the Miami Open this year.
I think that will be a key shot for Eala, that backhand up the line, because certainly Swiatek has made a lot more unforced errors off the forehand wing, so to be able to catch her out by targeting the backhand like that would be vitally important, and couldn't have done it any better there.
Yeah, her backhand is super compact, isn't it? And as a result of that, she's able to absorb pace and, as you mentioned, really redirect the ball.
Yes. Let for service.
Is the exchange that Swiatek will be happy to get into.
I do think that first serve percentage is going to be so important today for Eala. It's not a huge weapon of hers, the serve. It perhaps does lack a little bit of power and penetration at this level of the game. Of course, she is inexperienced in these sorts of matches.
Of course, prior to this tournament, we've only won 2 main draw matches on the WTA Tour.
Advantage, Eala. Yes.
Important do you feel this first game is for Eala here? Bound to be nerves, isn't there?
Oh, I mean, it didn't look like she was
No.
particularly nervous in the way that she was carrying herself when she walked out onto court. And at the end of the day, she's going out here with absolutely nothing to lose. Whatever happens in this match today, she'll take some positives from it.
A shot there of her family and her coach. She's won a lot of fans here, Eala, I think, just because of the way she's emotionally showcased herself. I think if you get the chance to see online the match win and match point against Madison Keys and her reaction, it was a joy to behold, jumping into the stands and hugging her coach and family. It's a fine return, catches the line, and the ideal start for Swiatek. Breaks in the first game.
Late for service. Love 15.
She really enjoyed listening to Eala's interviews because although she's only 19 years old, she has a wisdom that is well beyond her years. She talks about her family a lot as well, so clearly a very grounded person.
I know you stole a line from her earlier on, so I'm going to do the same, because she said, "My family are my rock and my constant in the chaos of becoming a tennis player," which I really like. I mean, she's got a job in broadcasting if she
Yeah.
if she doesn't quite hit the heights in tennis. But yeah, she said that they've always been her inspiration.
And she moved away from her family, didn't she, when she was just 13 years old to go and train at the Rafael Nadal Academy. It's a big move to make as a 13-year-old all the way from the Philippines.
That's brilliant from Swiatek. Able to find angles that others simply can't.
Yeah, this one even more effective because she'd pushed Eala so deep behind the baseline, then it exposed that front section of the court.
This is why there's so much excitement around Alexandra Eala. Out hitting and outplaying Swiatek from the back of the court and then finishing with aplomb at the front.
And just being very patient in her approach as well, and the way that she's constructing points. She's not going to be used to this many balls coming back. She needs a greater level of patience today. But she's certainly showcasing that in abundance right now.
Something that we saw from Swiatek, against Svitolina in particular, and in truth throughout the week, she played the big points very well. And on cue once more. As Pippa pointed out a few moments ago, the backhand has been devastating all tournament.
With the right also.
Very humid conditions, so players have been taking their time to towel down. A lot of players sweating a lot this fortnight.
Yeah, what's interesting to me as well is Swiatek was saying that actually she finds the courts a little bit quicker this year compared to when she won a few years ago back in 2022.
I think it's been almost a nice combination, hasn't it, with the humidity being so high. The balls are fluffed up a little more, but then you've got quicker courts. So
yeah,
it's sort of allowed all different types of players to have success. Two long juice games to start this quarter-final. Earlier on, her returning statistics were out of this world, really, against Madison Keys in the third round for Eala.
Yeah, she broke Keys on 6 occasions, didn't she? The American finishing with 51 unforced errors against only 22 winners, whereas Eala was much more efficient. 13 winners to 21 unforced errors.
Just wide, and Eala breaks straight back. And again, the body language she's showcasing just shows how confident she is right now. Full of belief.
And that's exactly what she was talking about when she defeated Keys. She said she knew she could win from the moment she walked out onto court.
Right, either having Tony Nadal watching on. Kind of tough to recognise Tony Nadal without sunglasses. He's been part of the Nadal Academy, with it. He is such a big part of.
And she spent lots of time on court with Rafa himself as well.
Let. First service.
I mentioned that it's a famous graduation photo alongside Rafa Nadal and Iga Swiatek. She did actually get to hit with Swiatek as a 13-year-old as well. Something that I'm sure he would have set up. What do you think that's like for Eala? Someone like Tony Nadal sat in your camp.
I think it's absolutely incredible to have people of, you know, this prestige in her corner. Clearly all of these guys massively believe in her.
Already a megastar as well back in the Philippines. Just give them a nod as well. All those staying up to watch her. It's 1:30 a.m. in the morning in the Philippines right now.
There's some interesting feedback from Wim Fizet there. It's been a very consistent message from him all week whilst Iga has been on court. He's talked about intensity and he's talked about adjusting her feet.
Vicious return, thumping it away.
So that's the area that Swiatek will really need to capitalise that second serve, because it does just lack a little bit of bite. This one sat up nicely right in her strike zone.
Third straight juice game.
Estaba bien que patine.
Advantage, Iala.
Un poquito menos, pero mejor ritmo.
It's been a little bit inconsistent so far, hasn't it, from Swiatek?
Your shoulder a little bit more and go low and finish your shot. Most important, finish your shot. Point by point. Come on.
Already 11 unforced errors from the pole.
Well, she's spoken over the last week about her belief and backing herself, Eala. And if the first 3 games are anything to go by, that belief will have grown that she can perhaps cause yet another. It's believed that an individual transition from a lot of abuse online to then doing it in person. So that can't have been comfortable for the pole. It's interesting really that the press only found out about it today. Oh, it's a scintillating forehand from Eala.
Yeah, she has had a lot to deal with, Swiatek, hasn't she, off the court. All started with that doping suspension at the back end of last year. And then, of course, the incident in Indian Wells with the ball kid, where she was heavily criticised.
Very happy with their swing so far.
Let your service.
It's a lovely combination. It has been the forehand that has been very hit and miss all fortnight for Swiatek.
And this is a pattern of play that Swiatek would be very smart to keep going after. That serve out wide to the backhand of Eala and then into the open space.
Another stunning forehand up the line by Eala.
Such good disguise on that forehand as well. She almost sets up as if she's going to hit it cross court and then redirects. Threads that needle down the line with so much power, so much precision.
Advantage Swiatek.
Only 3 games on the board. It's only been half an hour. There certainly aren't any signs that Eala is intimidated against one of her idols. Again, taking the ball on with real confidence. Double.
Advantage, Iga.
Another chance for Eala to get another break.
Yeah, she struggled behind the second serve so far in this match. Swiatek, she's won only 2 points behind the second delivery. Much of that, I think, is the Eala intimidation factor. She's thumping those second serve returns.
It's a third straight game for Eala. And what a start by the Filipino.
It has been a fabulous start, hasn't it? And she's playing with so much poise, but also so much freedom. It's reminding me of Emma Raducanu, US Open 2021. Just seems like a bit of a free spirit out there on court.
She also didn't drop a set on the way to the
did not.
title. Of course, talking of Emma Raducanu, in action later on tonight. Raducanu taking on Jess Pegula. Start of the evening session. That's 11 p.m. GMT, 7 p.m. local time. Winner of that one plays the winner of this one.
Now 15.
Concerned. Should Swiatek be right now?
Well, I think the pattern so far this week for Swiatek is that she hasn't panicked and she has been able to find answers. She is playing an opponent who has started absolutely brilliantly.
She mentioned in her win over Mertens that she was most pleased with her patience after really struggling with her first serve percentage in the first set against the Belgian. She mentioned the word patience as well against Svitolina, saying she had to be patient to wait for the opportunities and the right opportunities. It's fabulous. Super response from the second seed. Gets the break straight back. Tough to know which way each game is going to go right now. Eala leading 3-2 in this opening set.
They're going to check, but I'm not sure you can use this on court. Yeah, this one.
Ciao.
First point, Lex. Come on, Alex.
Using 4 breaks of serve
Este punto.
in the opening 5 games. Swiatek still yet to hold serve. She'll be hoping that changes here. Serving 2-3. Oh, wow. Such a pure strike. So good with the linear strike too, either off the forehand or the backhand. Incidentally, there was a bit of a development at the sit-down, if you weren't with us. Becky just checking that there was something seemingly in Eala's bag, or she's been using, whether or not she could have it on court. So they were just checking with an official. Entirely sure what it was. Some return again, onto it in a flash.
Well, she's still learning the ropes at this level, isn't she? She hasn't played a great deal of WTA level tournaments. Last year she was predominantly competing on the ITF circuit, which is just a level beneath the WTA Tour.
Oh, quite incredible. What a game from Eala. Breaks to love. Talked about how she dismantled the Madison Keys serve. Well, she's doing the same to Iga Swiatek right now.
And I hoped we were going to see that last return of serve again, because she has such an aggressive positioning behind it, doesn't she? She's striking them every time from well inside the baseline, and as a result of that, Swiatek has absolutely no time to react.
Don't rush. Go back and hit it with the impact cross. Keep it simple. Come on. No, but yeah, but there are like 1,000 things.
She is absolutely punishing those forehand down the lines, striking them with such poise. It's a really good tactic as well, because Swiatek's hit 17 unforced errors and 15 of them have been on the forehand.
That's been the trouble all week. Right now, looks a little rattled.
Yeah, and that's why she needs to change direction as soon as she possibly can. Get it to the Swiatek forehand. She's clearly rushing, as we just heard Wim Fizet, her coach, referring to, telling her to take some time, go back to basics.
7 points in a row for Eala. Make it 8 points in a row. She's a game away from taking this opening set. Is the forced errors. I think they've started to record missed returns in that area, which I think is a good thing in certain returns, but maybe some returns are being included. They maybe shouldn't.
Well, you've got unforced errors, and then you've also got forced errors, don't you? And it's a bit of a grey area. It can sometimes be difficult to categorise them.
I feel here in Miami last fortnight, some of those forced errors have been marked in the unforced error column. It's rare we've seen more winners than unforced errors. And the ball's here flying for Swiatek.
13.
That's magnificent. And a little alarming that Swiatek didn't even run for it.
30.
Just wonder whether everything's okay right now with the pole.
Yeah, this has actually been the second time this match that Swiatek has not even attempted to run down a ball.
It was a lovely combination. The drop shot wasn't that close to the net. It's fairly deep in the service box.
What I feel has been the most concerning about these unforced errors that Swiatek is accumulating is actually the manner in which she's hitting them. She's missing by quite a big margin.
Credit to Eala. I mean, she's given very little away. Nothing coming easy right now for the 2022 Miami Open champion. And here is a set point for the 19-year-old. Alexandra Eala is doing it again. Having already beaten 2 Grand Slam champions, she's a set away from adding a third. And a set away from the semi-finals here at the Miami Open. Takes the opening set in fabulous fashion. 6. That'll help. First time she's dropped a set all week, but it's had a lot of competitive sets. So it feels like a long time ago that Swiatek just used to breeze through matches on the WTA Tour. Players have worked out how to play against her.
And of course that's absolutely a factor at play here in this matchup as well, because Eala is such a new kid on the block, and when you are so new, people haven't yet figured out how to play you. That was the case with Raducanu, being so young when she won the US Open.
Linear strike again is doing plenty of damage.
I just feel like Swiatek's got to expect this forehand line, because Eala is redirecting at the first possible opportunity. Just feels like Swiatek's constantly just not expecting it, which is a bit odd to me.
40-13.
Oh, it's electric tennis. Rinse and repeat as far as Alexandra Eala is concerned. She takes the first game of the second set.
That was so important, wasn't it? Continuing all that momentum she acquired in the first set, continuing into the second set. I mean, she is just brimming with confidence at the moment. And actually what's been so impressive, not just today, but throughout her time in Miami, is the manner in which she's won all of the matches that she has. If you look at the score lines, straight sets against Katie Volynets, 7-6, 7-5 against Ostapenko, 4-2 against Madison Keys. Keys, of course, being an Australian Open champion.
I mean, when you look at Ostapenko and Keys in particular, the size of ball they hit as well is big, and I think this is what she means when she's talked about working on her physicality. It just doesn't seem like you can force her off the ball or get her onto the back foot. The core strength is something to behold. It's a different type of ball that Swiatek hits, where there's a lot of revelations, fizzes off the court, that she's not been pushed onto that back foot very often. Her ability to redirect, so impressive.
Estamos mismo, ¿no?
And once again, Eala just taking a whole chunk of time away from the world number 2. That aggressive court positioning behind the serve.
The forehand flies long for Swiatek.
I feel that Eala as well is doing such a good job of neutralising the Swiatek first serve. If you look at how many points she won behind her first serve in the opening set, just 9 points.
This is something we've talked about and she's talked about a lot. Showing a bit more emotion. Saw that in Indian Wells. Saw it in an opening round win over Garcia as well. Just mentioned how she's sometimes criticised for being robotic by not showing emotion, but then has criticism when she does. She's clearly not happy right now, as these pictures show. And one of the reasons she's not happy is because her opponent continues to hit winners left, right and centre.
And it's not just the attacking side of her game, it's the way that she's defending, the way that she's counter-punching as well, just refusing to take a step back, holding her ground, hovering on the baseline.
Oh, wow. Well, most of the winners have come up the line, but that one was a blistering cross-court angle off the backhand wing. A delight to behold. And the purple patch just keeps on running. Breaks for a 2-love lead.
And again, absolutely no reaction from Eala. She is a picture of composure and poise and confidence right now. I think her box are getting more excited than she is.
I mean, right now it's Eala dictating. I mean, what can Swiatek do, Pippa?
Well, first off, I mean, sometimes it's just a case of riding the wave, hoping that your opponent is going to maybe lose their focus a little bit, but she maybe needs to disrupt the rhythm of Eala. I mean, her forehand is firing on all cylinders, so get the ball on the backhand. Very few holes in Eala's game.
Feels like the wave is here to stay.
Well, one thing I do think she can do is maybe take control of the point a little bit more behind the Eala serve, because I mean, it does have a little bit of spin on it, but it's not particularly penetrating.
Oh, that's more like it from Swiatek. No reaction from the pole. Type of shot that we've seen throughout the years from the 5-time major champion. Body language wise though, just doesn't look quite right.
And that's exactly what I was referring to. Stepping in, injecting pace off the Eala serve.
Todo normal, vamos.
It's your time now. Come on.
Better from Swiatek. Gets the break back and stops the rock. Encouragement from her team. It's the first game in 6 for the second set. Very rare if she is to lose. Still time to turn it around.
Yeah, I would love to know the last time she hit more than double unforced errors to her opponent. She's currently hit 22 to Eala's 8. Not something you see too frequently from Swiatek.
Incidentally, those that may have been wondering what has happened to Anna Konya, has had multiple injury issues, but is still playing. He's in qualifying Miami Open. Lost the qualifying to Lara Siegmund. The timely aces in a row. Needs a few more of those, Swiatek.
It's much better placement on the second serve as well, but honestly, she's not served badly, Swiatek. Her stats are pretty decent so far. 3 aces, 70% of first serves made. She's just struggled to win points behind the first serve, and that's because of the way that Eala is neutralizing on the return. That's a perfect example.
40-30.
For the first time today, Swiatek is able to hold serve. And it's taken a long time. Perhaps signs of a recovery for the second seed. Interesting to see as well there, Daria, with the psychologist, some information she need to give to Rinfose.
And you can tell that she's just trying to take on that serve a little bit more, Swiatek. She's shifted her court positioning behind the return. A couple of small steps forward.
We found her mark with some better returns in this game. Swiatek, chance for her to win a third straight game. It is a third straight game for Swiatek. So Swiatek with her nose in front in this second set, so 3-2.
Good shot, good shot. Vamos, Alex.
Well, one thing that Swiatek has done consistently well this week is she's found solutions mid-match. We saw that against number 27 seed Elisa Mertens when she had a really low first serve percentage in that first set and then made some changes in the second.
Bravo, Alex. Mano fuerte.
In the context of Swiatek's year, how important is this match right now when you consider hasn't made a final since the French Open last year?
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because although she hasn't won a title, she is still the tour leader in matches won in 2025. So it certainly hasn't been a bad season. It's the classic question of how do you define success? Is it rankings? Is it titles won? And she's also had a lot to deal with off the court. That's something we discussed a little bit earlier today.
I just feel if she doesn't win the title here, going into the clay court swing with a bit of extra pressure, right? As in it would be almost a year since she last even reached the final.
And she's going to have a lot of points to back up in the clay court season and a lot of expectation on herself as well. And confidence is built by consistently winning matches.
She is to win this match and is to win the title here in Miami. Of course, got to turn this match around first. I would imagine this would be one of her best wins as a title goes. So many times she's sort of breezed through the draw in tournaments. Every single match she is having to work for it here, as you say, with all the issues that she's had off the court. She is continuing to problem solve in this encounter. Fourth straight game now for Swiatek. Leads 4-2, second set. Remember Roger Federer talking a lot about how, you know, the days when you're 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, those are easy days. But when you're 5 or 6 out of 10, those are the most rewarding wins. Because you've got to find solutions, you've got to hang in there, you've got to dig in.
Yeah, we had this conversation yesterday, didn't we, when we were commentating on Paolini against Magdalena. And Paolini obviously had that fantastic win, 6-4 in the third against Naomi Osaka, and it just gave her so much confidence, winning a tight 3-set match where she had to battle so hard and really find answers.
That's a good point, because even though Swiatek hasn't dropped a set this week until today, she has had 3 very tight sets. So she is more battle-hardened than we're used to.
Yeah, you almost sometimes don't necessarily want to breeze through the first rounds of a tournament, you know, winning love and one, love and love.
For Eala.
A better game from Eala. I wonder how much that left thigh, left upper leg injury is causing a nuisance.
Well, she did have an injury timeout against Madison Keys. She will have had a few days to recover since Badosa obviously withdrew in her previous match.
Big reaction. It's probably the biggest reaction we've seen from the Filipino. A little look of relief as well. First game in 5. Keeps this second set close, albeit Swiatek leading 4-3.
Block 15.
I missed that. You worry about with Swiatek, didn't seem to get up to the ball. Again, missed by some distance with the forehand. It seems an area though that she has tidied up a little. The second set, takes the unforced errors off that wing. Unforced errors in the first set on the forehand. That was just a 6th in the second set.
So that might just be a little indication into the mind of Iga Swiatek right now. She is clearly feeling the pressure.
Just pulled it. And on cue. I mean, who knows where this second set is going. Suddenly the momentum shifting in Eala's direction as the Philippines flag flies proud.
It's been a very momentum-fueled match, hasn't it? Both players winning a number of games in a row. Of course, Eala was 2-love up in this second set. Then she went 3-2 down, so 3 games in a row for Swiatek. 4 games in a row,
It
was
was
it 4-2?
Yeah.
Lovely game.
All of a sudden, though, the finish line in sight here for Eala. It's 2 games away from the biggest win of her career.
I do feel like that Eala serve has just dropped a little bit in pace and power. It's not the most powerful serve as is. That one only 76 miles per hour.
Yeah, dropped the first serve percentage to 75% first set, down to 60% in the second set. There's more on that one, but Swiatek was ready for it. And this, in truth, hasn't been the best of games from Eala. Brilliant backhand from Swiatek. And we get another twist. Did exactly that. Went to the open court, although the initial serve wasn't out wide.
No, come on, big serve. Here we go. Yeah, push up.
Ahora. Muchas piernas.
Transition from deep in the court. So quick to get up to the baseline, Eala.
Yeah, it's the depth she's getting and the way that she's neutralizing that Swiatek first serve. Gets herself back into the point and then she can make that transition forwards.
Again, the confidence to play the drop shot. And even though, as you were saying earlier, Pippa, you know, from Swiatek's point of view and many of the pro players, they don't quite know how to play Eala. What they might be doing is copying how she is dismantling all these great service serves. amount of return games she's been able to win this week. Win another one here. 2 break points. Only needs the one. And we go on in the second set.
And no reaction. She is taking it all in her stride. Very much has the expectation that this match is hers. She certainly believes, and she has done from the moment she walked out onto this stadium court.
It's tough to differentiate which coach is saying what. Because Daniel Gomez in Eala's box, but I think that was win for set. Again, talking about legs with Iga Swiatek. In terms of getting that intensity.
Yeah, and that's been the consistent message. Intensity, adjusting her feet, and going back to basics.
It's all in the legs, Iga. Come on.
There you go, all in the legs.
Pero que patine, ¿eh? Primera pelota rápida, va.
Let's go. We're right in this match. Come on. Okay, let's go. Come on.
I was just going to say, I'm not quite sure how much she's enjoying this feedback from Fizette right now. And even though the Eala serve doesn't have a great deal of pace behind it, it does have a lot of movement. That was a point that you made, Pete, earlier today, and you can see it sort of swirling in the air. Swiatek struggling with that.
It's been an amazing thing, one of the many amazing things, the amount of missed returns. And we've been talking about it even off air. The pace of the Eala serve isn't too quick, particularly the second serve. It's around 70 mile per hour average. And Swiatek has really struggled to deal with it. There's obviously a little bit of movement there. So she hasn't been able to get to grips with consistently. She's a game away. Will her remarkable journey continue? Eala holds for a 6-5 lead. Excellent way to start the game, though, for Swiatek, serving to stay in the match.
Stadium.
Solid hitting from Eala. And once again, it's the forehand that breaks down for Swiatek. And the fans, I think, didn't expect this today. But here are 2 match points for the world number 140. Alexandra Eala's dream run continues. She completes a hat-trick of wins over Grand Slam champions. And this, the best of the lot, as she takes down the world number 2 and 5-time major champion Iga Swiatek to make the Miami Open semi-final. Incredible. And you can understand the disbelief on her face. She'd only ever won 2 WTA matches coming into the Miami Open, and now she's in the semi-finals of a WTA1000 tournament. Quite amazing. Once again, a phenomenal display of attacking tennis, of core strength, but mostly of great belief and composure. And she defeats Iga Swiatek in straight sets, 6-2, 7-5, to make the last 4.
Oh my goodness, that was simply stunning, wasn't it? She was a picture of poise, of presence, of self-assurance. Swiatek, I think, will be understandably disappointed with her performance today, but it was Alexandra Eala's stage. Her 3rd Grand Slam champion defeated here in Miami. And it's just baffling to me that she did manage to remain so composed, bearing in mind she was clearly so emotional at the end there. Wow.
Can she go all the way? It's never happened here, a wildcard making the final. She has gone the furthest that a wildcard has ever gone by making the semi-finals, along with Justine Henin in 2010 and Victoria Azarenka in 2018.